Hello. My full name is Eric Michael Page. And before you go any further, I'll tell you a little story. A long time ago, really long time ago, there were these Gaelic people living in Ireland with all the other Gaelic people. And they got sick of all the other Gaelic people, and they got on some boats, and they took off towards the British Isles, and they ended up settling a land that eventually became Scotland. Now, over time, there were the many different families, and this one clan specifically called Fraser, one of them decided he was sick of all these Scottish people. He wanted to go to this new land, America, right? So he went over there. And eventually, his people made their way to Tennessee, and a young man named William Fraser, he joined the Navy to go fight the Imperial Japanese Army in World War II. And he met a young woman there, and she was a California girl, and her name was Jeanette Richards. And they had a mess of kids, and one of them, they named Catherine Willette Fraser. And that woman coincidentally also met a sailor from Tennessee, and his name was George Edward Page. And they got married and they had some kids. And the baby, a boy, was me, Eric Michael Page. Now I say that to say this. A lot of times people, they hear the term white privilege and they think of especially poor white people get kind of defensive. They're like, what do you mean privilege, man? Nobody ever give me nothing. I've had a tough life. And it's like, dude, it's not about how tough your life is relative to people that have money or anything like that. It's not even about that. I mean, depends on who you're talking about. But the point is, that story I just told you, that's just the rough draft, right? There's a lot more to it. But the fact that I know that story, the fact that I could research and really fill out that story is a privilege that is denied to many African Americans. I mean, Alex Haley was lucky, man. He had the Kente name passed down, and he was actually able to research all the way back to and discover the Mandinkas that his family came from. That is so rare. So rare that they made the book into a miniseries, like twice. And a lot of us don't even take advantage of it. We don't even know anything about our family's history, really, except for just the previous generations, which is, I don't know, that just seems kind of messed up, and it seems like they're squandering something. I mean, if you don't know where you fit in, then how are you going to know where you fit in? You know what I mean? I don't know. I just feel like personal history is just as important as knowing what happened in the past to people who weren't their family. I mean, if you know all about George Washington but don't know anything about the history of your own family, then what context do you have for that information, really? You know what I mean? It's like, it's kind of important stuff to know. And if you have that privilege, you should take advantage of it. But that's just my opinion.